If you correspond with Ralf on television, video, or telephone, audio, or you chat, text, or email him, you're giving him permission to duplicate it, rebroadcast it on any of the Take Your Life Back Today show broadcasts.
Yeah, beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Beat your addiction, live free. Ralf Friedrichs is who you see. Listen in when you're feeling low. Take back your life, today's show. Stay positive, hope, and keep faith. Stand strong against any odds that you face. Put away the alcohol and the drugs. Fill your time with the things you love. Addiction is tough, but it's worth the work. Treat your body what it's worth. Spread positivity, inspire all. If we stand together, we will never fall. I help others see the other sides to life. A sober life, letting go of the strife. So give me a call, I can help. 1-844-4405-HELP. Homeless shelters, hospitals, jails, wherever you are. I am Ralf Friedrichs and I am here for you. 1-844-405-HELP.
Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. I want to dive right into this particular segment. It's called Mind Over Matter. Mind over matter, how thoughts influence physical reality. Mind over matter is how the thought processes can influence our physical reality. To understand how this works, we need to define the mind. What is the mind and the relationship of the mind and the thought of matter? One definition, let's just move this over here. One definition of the mind I found online is the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experiences, to think, to feel, and faculty of consciousness and thought. The Merriam-Webster dictionary defines mind as the element or complex of elements as an individual that feels, perceives, thinks, wills, especially reasons. And the free online dictionary calls the mind the human conscious that originates in the brain and manifests especially in thought, perception, emotion, will, memory, and imagination. The brain is the human organ most often associated with consciousness and the mind. However, this definition does not explain the experiences such as remote viewing, near-death experiences, psychic and paranormal phenomenon, and past life memories. Research done on people who have had near-death experiences has shown that the brain is inactive during the experience. Or in the case of remote viewing, psychic, paranormal, and past life memories, there is no way to explain how the information entered the brain to create that particular experience. Another definition of the mind is that the space and time in which a thought and feeling exist and that the brain as an instrument that perceives thought and emotion and uses these elements to create what we experience as physical reality. Your brain receives signals from your body, the 5 physical senses, and uses the information to create a 3D image in the mind. This particular 3D image is what we experience as physical reality. One way to understand this is to look at how the eyes and the brain work together to create vision. Light enters the eye through the pupil and the lens. An upside-down mirror image is received at the back of the eye. The brain must then take the image and turn it right side up. Also, the image created by the eye is like a photo taken by a camera. It is two-dimensional. The brain must also interpret the signals from the eye and convert them into a 3D image. It is the 3D image created by the brain that you actually then see. If our world was actually made of solid physical matter, then that would explain all the perception. However, we know that matter is energy, and we know that humans have experiences that cannot be explained by a simple model. As I said before, humans have experiences that cannot be explained by activity in the brain. Therefore, the mind must include the brain, but not limited by it. To understand how this particular situation happens, let's take a look at the human thought and human emotion or feeling might be. Human thought is a process that takes place in the mind and gives shape or form to our experiences. The form that thought takes includes things like words, things like images. What we call feeling or emotion is actually a substance that allows us to perceive thoughts in our mind. When we perceive something in our mind, it is substance or feelings that gives us thought form, color, taste, texture, sound, etc. Some call this energy and information, feeling being energy or substance and thought being information. Mind is the space-time that contains all potential manifested thought form and feeling or substance. We choose the thoughts and feelings that create our physical life experience, even the brain, which perceives our creations. Mind is over matter in the sense that all matter is contained within the mind. But it is not the mind that decides what our life experience will be. It is our conscious awareness, who we really are, that gives substance in the thoughts in our mind and determines the quality of our own life. Years ago, I discovered a system that has allowed me to become aware of the thoughts and the feelings in the conscious and subconscious aspects of my mind, to identify the thoughts given substance with negative emotion, like fear maybe, and to replace that substance with love-based truth. You can read more about this when you actually want to upload this from one of my emails I can send you at Ralf, R-A-L-F, at Take Your Life Back Today Show, because I do keep hard copies of all this. Mind over matter can be mind-boggling subject. It could be debated over and over again. I mean, think about it. We perceive physical reality with the brain, but the only way to perceive the brain is with the brain. So the brain and the body itself, a 3D image created in the mind. How can we possibly know what is real and what is not? Here is what I've learned from my own experiences. Electromagnetic field of the heart. You can go find information on that at heartmath.org if you want to just take a look at that. But anyway, the heart has 0 point, and it creates a horrible electromagnetic field that sends energy and information to the brain and every cell in your body. This 0 point seems to be the seat of the soul, the connecting point or gateway through which non-physical energy and information emerge into the manifest as our physical reality. Let's go right here a little bit more. And if that's the case, then seeing with the eyes of the heart might be the ultimate mind over matter tool, or even the skill. To learn how I access this 0 point and send signals from the heart to my head or brain, it was just a matter of trying different thought patterns and different things. When we say mind over matter, what we are referring to is the matter is within us, within the mind. We are more than mind, of course. We are not isolated body, subject, to within external forces. Everything that we perceive within the mind is within what we really have and what we choose to think about. And we can choose the thoughts and the feelings that give substance to what we perceive, my friends. I invite you to begin exploring the possibilities in your own life. Keep thinking about certain things and see how the mind does go over matter. The subconscious mind projecting that which the conscious mind is perceiving. The subconscious mind is directly connected to the source and has access to infinite energy and resources to create the images and experience we call life and the real world. The universal mind, the manifestation of all thought form into physical experiences. What we perceive as our personal mind is in fact one point of view within the universal mind. There is only one mind appearing as many, and sometimes each of us experience universal mind by exploring what we perceive in our own mind. Oh, God. I'm having some technical issues this morning. How thoughts become things in your mind. Experience the power of your mind over matter. Thoughts are the DNA of the universe. There is an infinite variety of thought available to the mind with each thinking pattern. However, thinking alone, like the lines of a blueprint on paper, cannot build anything. Find out how thought becomes things and how you can influence in your own life experiences each and every day. Practice concentrating on a certain thing and see how long it processes to make the mind over matter more effective. Remember, your mind, through your eyes, creates a 3D dimension. When you look, what you see, now when I'm looking at this particular camera, it's processing through the lens of my eye, and it's giving me an upside down image, a two-dimensional image in the back of my head, and then my brain processes that immediately and turns it into what I then see, which is a 3D dimensional image. That's mind over matter. Again, if you want to get a hard copy of this, you can RALF at Take Your Life Back Today Show, Ralph at Take Your Life Back Today Show, and I'll email you a hard copy. You can call me at 844-405, and together you and I will help you not only find out your mind over matter situations, but take your life back.
but never got an answer, and wondered if God was really there. Did you feel all hope was gone, but in His time He came along and answered the prayer you thought was gone? There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember, there is no prayer too small. I have ready for you, will ask you shall receive. No matter what it is, I still believe. There is no prayer too small, and even when we fall, He gives us just exactly what we need. There is no prayer too small, for God hears them all. The answer may not be just what you want, but He always knows what's right, even when we think it's wrong. Just remember,